Yeon-do manages to return to her dorm in time, only to receive a text from Yeol asking her to meet him in the laundry room. When she arrives, he tells her he's going to try something new, a lie that sounds sincere. Yeol confesses that if he can't convince her, one of his friends will be in serious trouble. He needs to join the cheerleading team to protect that friend. For Yeon-do, pride is her top priority. For Yeol, his priority is his friend. He acknowledges her feelings but emphasizes that the decision is entirely hers. That night, Yeon-do tosses and turns, staring at a picture of herself with the real King crew. Across campus, Yeol stays awake as well, silently watching over a sleeping Ha-jun. His thoughts linger on Yeon-do's earlier tears, her declaration that her pride is the only thing she has left, and that she'd rather die than be used. In the middle of the night, Yeon-do calls the real King members together, even Jun-soo, the first to leave. She asks them all a serious question: can they live without real King? For her, life without dancing is possible, but life without her friends isn't. She urges them to reclaim real King with her, even if it means joining the cheerleading team. Whether it's cheerleading or dancing, what truly matters is doing it together. The next day, all 6 of them boldly march into Principal Choi's office to confront her about their expulsions from the dorms. The principal, of course, denies any wrongdoing, insisting each eviction was justified. She claims they were given a choice: leave the dorms or join White Tiger. Yeon-do, undeterred, states that they've decided to join White Tiger, on the condition that if they win regionals, real King will be officially restored. Principal Choi agrees, but Yeon-do reveals she's been recording the conversation on her phone. With evidence in hand, she plans to hold the principal to her word. Principal Choi demands apology letters from each of them for barging into her office in misconduct. Anticipating this, the group smirks as they lay their pre-written letters on her desk. Their united defiance is both hilarious and satisfying. Later, Yeol catches Yeon-do on the roof, psyching herself up with loud, self-encouraging shouts. He teases her, reminding her that he's already seen her cry with snot and all, so this is nothing new. When he thanks her for changing her mind, she asks if he can really protect his friend. He casually reminds her that his earlier plea was a lie. Meanwhile, the White Tiger students' mothers storm into the school, confronting Principal Choi over her manipulative schemes to help one student, Suah, get ahead. Choi defends herself, arguing that the program will bolster their children's college applications as well. But the moms are unmoved, vowing to expose her favoritism and corruption. Unbeknownst to everyone, someone snaps a photo of the confrontation through the office window. The image is quickly sent to the Education Office Civil Complaint Board, bringing the school's unethical practices under scrutiny. Elsewhere, Yeol's dad takes Yeon-do's mom out for an elegant dinner, claiming there's no special occasion despite the small box he's hiding in his pocket. As the meal progresses, he signals the waiter to bring out a celebratory cake. However, just as he's about to retrieve the box, the White Tiger moms arrive, derailing his plan. He swiftly cancels the surprise and ushers Yeon-do's mom out of the restaurant, much to her amusement. She's more than happy to escape the chaos caused by the White Tiger moms. The White Tiger moms meet after being invited by Suah's mom and director Lee. They are upset about how their kids are being used and demand an explanation. But deep down, they also want their kids to benefit from this. Suah's mom warns them to be careful because if their plan gets exposed, it could cause trouble for everyone. Later, one mom calls Suah's mom and warns her that Principal Choi is digging for dirt on her. Suah's mom isn't worried. She tells the mom they should find something bad about the principal first. Suah's mom knows the other moms don't really trust her and might turn on her. To stay ahead, she tells Director Kim to call the cheerleading instructor and make some changes. Instead of just Suah being the star, all the White Tiger students will share the spotlight. Instructor Nam arrives on campus in a bold and flashy way, catching the attention of some boys. Even Teacher Young seems impressed until he gets a closer look at her face, and his excitement fades. He points her to the principal's office, looking shocked. Inside the office, Instructor Nam quickly points out the White Tiger students and announces her plan. They will win the regional cheerleading championship in 2 months. Real King will handle the hard dancing and tricky moves, while White Tiger will do the simpler parts, like shaking pom-poms. Yeon-do is angry and argues that Real King is doing all the hard work while White Tiger gets the credit. But Instructor Nam says it doesn't matter. This is what she's being paid to do, so they will follow her rules. After the meeting, Yeon-do confronts Suah, saying she's trying to use Real King to make herself look good. Suah brushes it off, saying it's not up to them to decide. Later, Ha-jun asks Yeol what's going on between him and Yeon-do. Yeol laughs it off, saying it's just a coincidence they keep meeting. But he admits he feels like he owes her something, leaving Ha-jun confused. Meanwhile, Suah is upset because she didn't do well on a test. She sneaks off to get a cigarette she hid under a brick. Just as she's about to smoke it, Dong-jae catches her. She quickly throws the cigarette back under the brick and tries to walk away. But Dong-jae picks it up and quietly hands it to her. When she slaps it out of his hand, Dong-jae looks sad but still picks it up again. Before he can do anything else, Yeol steps in and takes the cigarette. He gives it back to Suah but makes it clear he wants something in return. He asks her if they can all work together on the cheerleading team. Yeon-do sees Yeol put the cigarette into Suah's purse. In class, Yeol pretends he lost his wallet. Teacher Yang decides to search everyone's bags. Suah freezes, knowing the cigarette is still in her purse. Yeol grins, clearly planning something. Just as the teacher is about to search Suah's bag, Yeon-do jumps in, saying Yeol already found his wallet. Yeol looks surprised but agrees, stopping the search. Suah glares at Yeol, feeling betrayed. After class, Yeol tells Yeon-do he was trying to pressure Suah into joining the team. Yeon-do doesn't agree with his method and says it's not right, even if Suah deserves it. Suah overhears and slaps Yeon-do, accusing her of being behind everything. Yeol defends Yeon-do, saying it was all his idea. Suah warns them both to stop bothering her, or she'll fight back. Later, Suah thinks about her past. She remembers a friend who was first in their class but took her own life. Her mom's reaction was cold, saying the friend only got attention because she was first. Suah remembers how Yeon-do used to comfort her, saying grades don't matter. In the present, Suah crushes the cigarette box and moves forward with her plan. During cheerleading practice, Real King does well with fitness, but White Tiger struggles. Suah talks to Yeon-do, asking why she stopped Yeol earlier. Yeon-do says she knows the cigarettes are tied to bad memories for Suah. Suah gets defensive, accusing Yeon-do of pitying her. Yeon-do sighs and says Suah is twisted, and Suah snaps back, saying she'll attack Yeon-do where it hurts most. At basketball practice, Dong-jae is targeted by teammates, likely set up by Suah. He's shoved and passes out, shocking even Suah. Yeon-do feels guilty and apologizes, but Dong-jae reassures her that he's okay. Yeon-do finally snaps and confronts Suah directly. She calls her out for using other people's pain. Suah warns her again to stay out of her way, but Yeon-do stands her ground, saying Suah should act like a decent person. As tension grows, the White Tiger kids start complaining about cheerleading and call their moms. Their mothers return to the school furious and demand answers from instructor Nam. Things get heated, and Principal Choi is left trying to control the chaos as representatives from the education office storm into the scene. They announce they've received a tip about the school inflating students' credentials and demand answers. Spotting the parents, the lead officer asks why they're gathered there. Caught off guard, Principal Choi stammers for an explanation, her eyes darting around until they land on a poster. She hastily improvises that the parents are there to support the cheerleading club's performance in an upcoming athletic competition. Backing her up, Suah's mom plays along with the story, but things take a turn when the officer mentions that the event sounds perfect for television. He introduces a reporter who's covering schools that fabricate student records and declares Sevet High the perfect model for how extracurriculars should be done, with the education minister himself promising to attend. Principal Choi grovels to appease the officer, only to have her panic levels skyrocket.